JJ the CPA here. I'm going to walk through how I've been doing the calculation to determine the dollar amounts that go on the PPP application. That's the Paycheck Protection Program application. And so on that, there's two different spots for dollar amounts. One of them is what's your monthly payroll cost. You'll need to watch some other videos on what's included in that. Part of what you're going to see here, but in terms of the nitty gritty, divided by 12 is how you would arrive at that monthly figure. So there's already been a little bit of confusion. It's like, well, is that my total? No, it's your monthly. So you have to figure out your total to divide by 12, and then that's the amount that goes on the application, and then it says times 2.5 to give you an amount that's called the max loan. Okay, so I've got several videos where I talk about what you would need to pull together come time to put together the formula. So I will put this in PDF format and Excel at jjthecpahelp.com, jjthecpahelp.com. Of course, I'll have a link in the body. That's a free website I created, community service. You are not going to give me your email or any information to get this. So here's the deal. What we're trying to get to at the end of it is right here, okay? This right here is our total end goal here, okay? This right here, whoops. This is what we're trying to accomplish, okay? So let's just go like that, okay? We're trying to arrive at, bada boom, bada bing, the max loan amount. Okay, that's the purpose of all the information. Now, you want to have your Form 941s, and you want to have your health insurance, invoices and receipts, and then something to back up the SUTA, the state unemployment tax. It's the only employer tax that's included. None of the federal employee tax. I'm sorry, the federal employer taxes are not included. So there's still some sentiment out there because the Senate had it, the House doesn't, but payroll taxes that are included in the PPP are only those assessed by the state or local. So that's state unemployment tax. But what we've got here is we're going to figure out, here's the wages. We're going to talk about here if somebody makes over 100 grand, then what? We're going to talk about the retirement match and health benefits and the SUTA to get to the total to arrive at this, which is going to carry to that, which we're going to divide by 12. We're going to times by 2.5, and yippity-doo-dah-day. Let's rock and roll. You've got yourself the max loan amount, and then you can head to the bank with your documents. So with this, if you'll note, probably do a little extra highlighting here. This is, the law is the last 12 months, and I think just probably to alleviate or help or something, the banks have documents now, and it says that it can be based on 2019. That would have been nice. We've been hoofing it, getting the last 12 months, which is really how it's supposed to be. That's what we're doing. So Alliant payroll company I work with, they were on Pony Express, just galloping, getting numbers to me and my clients today, special, so that we could get loans in today. $1,903,652 of applications that were put in or given to banks ready yesterday. on 4/2. It's a lot of relief. All right, on the worksheet, pretty simple really, in the sense of you're going to see that we've got second, third, fourth, and first quarter. So second quarter 19, third, fourth quarter 19, and then first quarter 2020. Because this is being shot and recorded at the beginning of April. So if you're getting a PPP in April, the last 12 months would be April 2019 through March 2020. That is the 12 months before the date of the loan. Okay, so what you want to look at then is a 941. What? Look at this. Let me put myself right there. So we've got a 941 here, okay? So the one thing I want you to note is that it says 941 over here. Over here top left, 941, employer's quarterly federal tax return. Okay, so this is what gets filed with the IRS every quarter. And the reason that we want a wonderful payroll processing company like Alliant is that they do all this work. But what we're looking at here is on the 941, okay, you'll know what quarter it is because when you look over here, it'll be the box will be checked. So of course you know this is second quarter 19. And then when we look here, Medicare wages is the most pure number. So I haven't had a bank yet say where you should get the number, but I have traveled around to over 50 cities in the last 18 months talking to thousands of CPAs about the tax law and the tax code, talking to some good folk from New York to New Jersey to Seattle to Wyoming to Denver to Phoenix to Dallas to Nashville and on and on and on. In fact, I have a tour shirt. Amanda made tour shirts. Okay. When you're talking about 941s and you're talking about Medicare wages, whenever I'm going around and speaking and we're talking about other aspects of the law, taxable Medicare wages is the most pure number. Pure as in there's not a limit to the amount of Medicare tax that's assessed on wages. And you would not be able to affect Medicare wages with things like 401k or taxable benefits such as 2% shareholder that goes in box 1. So if you're looking at a W-2, this would be box 5. It's line 5C here, but it's also box 5 on a W-2. It's also box 5 on a W-3. And the reason I'm going with Medicare wages is that it's not that it's the most conservative, but it's the most pure. This is actual wages. There were no things added into that. So you're going to just see that, and then this would be the number that you're going to pull from each of those 941s to put into this schedule. So that dollar amount, and then just so you don't have to watch me go back and forth. So let's just say that, look, I'm in second quarter 2019, and on that 941, it was $66,681.20. So I'm just going to come on back here, and for that, I'm going to put in 66,681.21, and then watch what happens. Right now we know someone's going to qualify for a $13,000 loan. Now, let's say that you look at the next 941. It's third quarter 2019, and it is 59,531. Didn't even say the numbers right. And then this quarter was 65,891.65. And then this is first quarter 2020 because it's the last 12 months. So let's just say for grins that, you know, with bonuses and whatnot, it was 75, 25, bump. Okay. So this right here that I'm highlighting, that is then your total wages, your total compensation. And where did that come from? Okay, it came from 941, and it is the Medicare wages. Now, you'll have to look at your payroll detail to see in this time period who got paid more than 100 grand. Because I am so sorry, whoever spent or whoever made over 100 grand, you're not able to include it. So let's just pop down here. Okay, this is employee's name. Okay, and then let's just say for grins, that person made $114,000 a year. Okay, so they made 114 grand for the year. So we would need to include here 14,000 because that's the amount that was overpaid. So if I enter in the amount that's overpaid, then that rolls to there, and however many employees there are that were paid over 100 grand, that's what you would subtract out. Boy, I'm terrible, aren't I? Good thing this is free. Retirement match, okay? Many times, and I don't really feel like you can, like, well, just JJ said we could, but typically it's 3%. A match would be 3% of compensation. So that's how I did that. I just took 3% of that as what's going to go into the retirement plan. Then on the health benefits, right? So add them up. You can enter them in quarter by quarter, but you don't really need to. The reason that the wages over here are in as quarter by quarter because that's how the 941s are, okay? This other information is not on 941s. And SUTA's on its own state unemployment tax report, but nonetheless, you would want to, and I've got it down here, include health, dental, and vision, and it's all employees, including the owner. Okay, so let's just say for grins, 36,008. There we go. All right, so that's how much is health and benefits, and then SUTA is usually not very much. So retirement match would be from the investment advisor, or if you're online. Health benefits, you're just totaling up the healthcare, dental, and vision. You just, now maybe you want to put it in quarterly, but the banks that I'm working with are just taking the annual amounts on this, and then the SUTA. Did you just yawn too? The SUTA right here for this client is on their year-end payroll or quarter-end payroll. But anyways, it shows how much there is in that state unemployment tax. And so 98.38. 98.38. So see this right here, okay? This stuff right here is equaling that. Okay, so that minus that plus this, blah, 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 blah. Okay, 298,000. So we say, okay, that's 298, carry it down. I got to go to bed after this, 4:09. Carry down. So that's your total for the 12 months. And then divide it by 12, so that's the amount per month on average based on the last 12 months. And you get a factor of 2.5, so take that times 2.5. And it's 62,173.70. Didn't seem like it was enough, but that's because I'm tired. My apologies. So what I've done here is for these right here, I've just done the annual, right? I'm just doing the annual amount. Now banks may give you something different. I'm sorry, but I will put this up on my website on the PPP page. But anyways, these here is you're just entering in the total amount, but remember you're doing it for this time period. And then you just total it up and go, all right, all this is $298. That's my total. Do a little box on this. Whoops, little box. Okay, then you take that divided by 12 times 2.5. That's your max loan. Basically, it's taken everything from the 941s plus the adjustments for someone making over 100 grand. Again, it's just the amount over the 100, the match, the health benefits, the SUTA. They got 298. What's that on an average per month? 24K. What can they borrow? 62, because it's 2.5 times. Now there's some other restrictions on that, and I'll have some videos coming out on that real soon, because once the money gets out, then we got to figure out, how much of it is forgiven, how much of it is not. So jjthecpahelp.com, I'll have a link to this worksheet. If I can't figure out how to link an Excel file, it may just be that the PDF gets put up. But make sure you check your math. Hang in there. We're going to get through this. This is a wonderful program. It's unprecedented. I think it's just fabulous, and I hope all of you will take advantage of it, because it is there for you to take advantage of as an employer, and to keep money, coming in your pocket as well, to make the world turn around. So, all right, hey, on this calculation, I'll take the numbers out and I'll leave the simple formulas in it. So hopefully that'll help. And if you have any questions, let me know. And starting next week, it should be a little less crazy, but that wouldn't be any fun. All right, hey, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And if you would, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you can get other videos. I'd really appreciate it. If you're not a client of mine, if you haven't bought a book from me, just hit subscribe. We're cool. I like it. Have a great Friday or Saturday or Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, whenever it is that you caught this video. Make it a great day. All right, JJ the CPA out.